And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. The Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Taking a shot on the first play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He's going for a big play downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's McAllister.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, TCU! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Looking for space. It's Peoples. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Caught near the sideline, it's Peoples. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Grab near the marker, it's Tate. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Buckeyes will snap it on first and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Rushes on him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe.
There he goes. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in, it's McAllister. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. One period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's loose. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And they take it in for 6 more points. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they... Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Might be changing the route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Bears the pressure. They just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gonna look downfield again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found this guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Got him downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Sayin. Might be looking to run. Throwing on the run. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He'll take another shot here. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Caught in the backfield. It's Payne. And he ends up taking a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Running to Green. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and solid work by the return team on that one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Sayin. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Sayin. He's not afraid to go deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Got room at the 35. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from the 50. And there he goes. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down. And let's see if they try to convert on fourth. He's looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Offense working from the pistol. Hold it. Finds his man on the left. At the 35, he's open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your hands there.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He turns that loose down the right side. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw on third. Steps away. Touchdown, Ohio State! And here they come, almost all the way back.
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love it.
Stumbled to the ground.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Got the quick completion. Still on his feet at the 45. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Horned Frog just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Tight end now in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Wants to go up top on first down. Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
They'll test the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ballgame.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ezukama. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Touchdown, TCU! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
To the air, it's Hoover. It's incomplete. They can't stretch out the lead as a 2-point conversion attempt fails, but they'll still try to hang on for the final seconds. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Going right to work up top. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.